Greetings tech and gaming fans, Edgerunners is back with the latest updates you don't want to miss. In today's episode, Intel's Arrow Lake processors are showing promising performance gains while making some strategic changes in their production. NVIDIA is also shifting focus towards next-gen GPUs, and we have fresh details on the upcoming S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 and Indiana Jones games. Prepare a cup of your favorite tea, settle in, and let's kick things off. First up, WCCF has shared Geekbench 6 results for Intel's upcoming Arrow Lake H processors. The ARC130T integrated GPU outperforms the top-tier ARC140V in OpenCL tests. The ARC130T achieved score of over 33,000 points, around 20% higher than the ARC140V, even though it only has 7 cores compared to the 8-core setup of the previous model. This performance boost comes from a mid-range Core Ultra 5 processor, which features 14 cores and a boost clock of 4.9 GHz. This score is a strong indication that the top-end Arrow Lake processors could feature even more powerful iGPUs. Intel seems committed to making strides in its integrated graphics technology, especially with the increasing demand for more powerful mobile GPUs. As Intel prepares to launch the Arrow Lake family, it's clear that the mobile segment will benefit from much more potent iGPUs, allowing for better overall performance in gaming and productivity tasks without relying on a discrete GPU. Is an integrated GPU enough for your needs, or is a dedicated GPU still a must? Share your thoughts in the comments. Moving on to NVIDIA, there are reports from video cards citing insider sources that NVIDIA has nearly halted the production of Ada Lovelace GPUs. The company is now shifting its focus to developing next-generation consumer GPUs based on the Blackwell architecture. This move is part of NVIDIA's strategy to ramp up production of its next-gen chips. In fact, production lines for several Ada Lovelace chips, including the AD106 used in the RTX 4060 Ti and the AD107 for the RTX 4060, have already been shut down. At the moment, NVIDIA is still producing the budget-friendly AD107 GPU, but it's clear that the company is preparing for the next generation of GPUs. The shutdown of Ada Lovelace production lines will likely have an impact on the availability of certain RTX 40 series graphics cards, though the full effect won't be felt until NVIDIA's partners run out of existing inventory. As the market transitions to Blackwell, we may see a shift in availability, especially with high-end models like the RTX 4070 Ti and 4080. Bethesda and Machine Games have released a gameplay trailer for Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, highlighting its key features. The action-adventure title follows Indiana through various locations as he solves puzzles, engages in combat, and uses his iconic whip. The game includes unique stealth mechanics, letting Indy distract enemies, perform silent takedowns, and hide bodies. Social stealth allows him to use disguises to sneak into enemy zones undetected. Combat emphasizes hand-to-hand encounters with improvised weapons like shovels and rolling pins, as well as firearms and dynamite in certain scenarios. A progression system enables players to unlock abilities like the Lucky Hat skill, which grants a chance to survive fatal blows. Players earn adventure points by exploring open areas, which can be used to unlock these abilities. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle launches on December 9th, 2024 for PC and Xbox and will be available on Game Pass at release. In processor news, AMD's Ryzen 9800X3D has launched and the demand has been overwhelming. According to video cards, initial stock sold out within hours and the processor is now facing a shortage. Major European retailers such as Mindfactory have already listed the Ryzen 9800X3D as out of stock until late December 2024. Despite this, pre-orders are still being accepted and the processor is expected to ship by the end of the year. AMD's strong performance in the market is evident as the Ryzen 9800X3D's performance has resonated with enthusiasts. However, AMD might struggle to keep up with the demand in the short term. In motherboard news, MSI has introduced a new feature called Memory Extension Mode for its Z890 chipset motherboards. This feature significantly reduces memory latency in systems with Intel's Core Ultra 200K processors. MSI claims that enabling Memory Extension Mode reduces latency by 12 to 16% depending on the specific RAM kit used. Internal tests with a Core Ultra 285K processor and GeForce RTX 4090 showed that using Memory Extension Mode combined with XMP profiles resulted in a performance boost of up to 21% compared to default settings. However, without the XMP profile, the performance gain was a more modest 5 to 10%. To enable this mode, users need to access the BIOS, enter Advanced Mode, and select Memory Extension Mode from the overclocking section. Do you think a 21% performance boost from memory tweaks is worth diving into BIOS settings, or do you prefer keeping things at default? Share your choices in the comments. Turning to gaming, S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 fans will be happy to hear that the Xbox Series console version is now available for preloading. The game is an enormous 146 GB, making it one of the largest games in recent memory. For context, Call of Duty games are known for their large file sizes, but even Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is significantly smaller, coming in at around 60 GB, including multiplayer modes. While preloading is available for Xbox consoles, the PC version hasn't yet begun, and the system requirements remain unannounced. However, the developers have assured fans that the game will be optimized well for both the Xbox Series S and Series X, with performance targets of 30 FPS on the Series S and 60 FPS on the Series X at high resolutions. S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 is set for release on November 20th, 2024 for both PC and Xbox Series consoles. Speaking of NVIDIA's next-generation plans, NVIDIA has officially announced that the GPU Technology Conference will take place on March 17, 2025. The event will be focused on key topics such as AI, machine learning, robotics, and computer graphics. Last year's GTC saw over 19,000 attendees, and this year promises to be just as exciting. One of the key highlights of GTC 2025 could be the launch of NVIDIA's new Blackwell Ultra AI accelerators, which are designed to significantly boost AI and machine learning workloads. There are also rumors that we might get the first details about NVIDIA's Rubin graphics architecture, which will power the successor to the RTX 50 series. Rubin is expected to bring significant advancements in performance, and it will likely be a major player in the GPU market when it's officially revealed. GTC events are typically developer-centric, but they also attract engineers, researchers, and professionals from a variety of fields. The 2025 event is shaping up to be one of the most significant GPU conferences in recent years, especially with the potential launch of groundbreaking new hardware. What do you expect to see at GTC 2025? The launch of new AI accelerators or details on NVIDIA's next-gen graphics architecture? Share your thoughts in the comments. Next up, WCCF has reported that Intel is planning to outsource more of its Arrow Lake processor production to TSMC. This decision raises some interesting questions about Intel's current foundry capabilities. While Intel has been known for manufacturing its own processors, its increased reliance on TSMC for both Arrow Lake and Lunar Lake processors suggests that Intel may be facing some production challenges. Intel has also confirmed that its next-generation Falcon Shores GPUs will be manufactured by TSMC, which could be a significant shift for the company's foundry strategy. TSMC's reputation for superior manufacturing quality could be one reason why Intel is opting to work more closely with them. This outsourcing strategy also comes at a time when Intel's foundry division has reported substantial losses, prompting speculation that Intel may even consider selling its foundry business in the future. The move to TSMC may not just be a short-term solution to production challenges, but could signal a shift in Intel's long-term strategy, especially as competition in the semiconductor space intensifies. Lastly, Montfish has revealed new details about the third DLC for Atomic Heart. According to Robert Bagratuni, the game's director, this DLC will continue the story from the previous expansion, but instead of a limbo setting, players will visit new locations in the familiar world of Atomic Heart. The DLC will introduce new abilities, weapons, and gameplay mechanics, including new ways to interact with the environment. One of the new areas players will explore is the Chelomey complex, where a new robotic threat will challenge the protagonist. Bagratuni teased that this DLC will be one of the most exciting yet, though an exact release date has not been confirmed. Thanks for watching our latest gaming and tech roundup. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for notifications on our latest updates. Is an integrated GPU enough for your needs, or is a dedicated GPU still a must? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.